Have you ever done this? Have you ever seen this? Well, I've done it. I've seen it several times, just torches all over the place. And, it's fine if you're in survival mode, but it doesn't look so good if you're trying to make something nice, which is why you gotta take some tips and tricks. So you can make something just like this, And so I'll show you those right here. Now, the first thing you gotta consider is, well, the blocks, You don't want to use torches. You want to use sea lanterns, Sea lanterns are amazing. Anyway, and you can use end rods. You can use now you can use torches. They're still a great thingy. But I like to use them like this. You got a torch, and you get an item frame from your inventory, like so. Then you get to really like any item. You could take a player head, and you place the torch on the side of the thingy, right? And really like anything that you want to put in here, it works really well. You could also do it placing down a torch and then just place down an item frame on the side. And it works because item frames aren't actually blocks, they're entities. Anyway, so you can also use torches, as fence posts or as like some sort of tiki torch thingy-mabobber. And yeah, so torches aren't like terrible, they're just not good if you do it like I did over there. End rods, right? Or sea lanterns. Yes, sea lanterns. Here's what you can do with sea lanterns. You can make sort of cool little lantern thingies. You can do this, you could do that. You could make modern lampposts, and they work really well in most modern builds. Or also futuristic builds. They would work nice in futuristic builds. Same with end rods. And they've changed the textures for 1.14. So they removed this purple thingy, which is it makes it look much better. And yeah, these are really nice to just integrate into your builds. This isn't as good of an example, but you can use end rods like this. You could create some sort of window frame, like this, Oop, oh, okay. Well, anyway, yeah, you can make a window frame with end rods, Put a window in there. It doesn't work too well, I guess. Anyway, another thing you can do with end rods is this, right? This is like glowing, How is this happening, right? Well, the thing is, I don't have my graphics on fancy, so you can't see through leaves. And I've placed a bunch of sea lanterns on here, but they still count as transparent blocks, these leaves. So the light shines through them, and so do carpets. They also count as transparent blocks. So you can do stuff like this, have glowing carpets. And I've also done this over here. And you didn't even notice this probably when I flew over here. You didn't care about this, Even though it's a carpet in rocks, you still didn't notice it, I bet. But this is pretty bright. You can also do this. Look at this. It's just super dim, right? And you want to know how to do that? Well, this is how. You basically have a pit. You put something at the bottom. You could also use the sea pickles, because you can change their light, or use something with a lower light source, or lower light value, or whatever. That works too. You can also use jack-o'-lanterns. I did this in one of my builds over there a while ago. It wasn't too bad. It's not the best, kind of creepy, I guess. And you can make chandeliers. Chandeliers work pretty well. That is one of the first things I thought of when I first saw end rods. Anyway, you can also use fire, you can use lava, you can use conduits to make light. I wouldn't do that. You can use end portal frames too, they make light. This does not make light. I thought this was going to be really cool, but it doesn't make light at all, so I'm just going to blow it up. There we go. Didn't even do any damage. Anyway, so now that you know all the light sources, all the good, cool, epic things, let's come over here and actually show you what you should do when you have all these light sources. Because you could just light everything up, And, this alleyway, right? This dark and spooky alleyway is what it's supposed to be. Maybe you shouldn't use this painting if you're trying to make it dark and spooky. But even if we had some sort of concealed lighting with carpets under the floor, it would look exactly the same as this. So just, ignore those torches at the top. But this doesn't look dark and spooky. Now, if you have a nice alleyway, unlike this alleyway, actually I should close this in because those, here. I'll just remove these torches altogether, because they're disrupting this area. Anyway, so you can see this alleyway is super dark. And then over here, it's the busy city streets out here, and all the light is flooding in from this area. So the farther you go into the alleyway, the darker it is, and that's just one clever little way to use lighting. And another example that I'm going to show you, I guess final example, yeah. Anyway, I've made a billboard with my amazing great face on it, amazing and great. Anyway, so here I have it completely lit up, super fancy billboard lighting. And here I have it not lit up at all, right? Now, which one do you prefer? The one that's lit up or the one that's not lit up? Probably the lit up one, maybe not, I don't know. But do you like this one? Okay. I think it's better. Maybe it's not, I don't know. Basically, I've just used sea pickles. This is on 3. These ones are on 4 on the sides. Over here. And it kind of, I think the 4s are actually less powerful than torches. So it kind of make this sort of billboard things. And if you've ever seen a billboard while you're like driving at night, they have sort of like this, and then it goes like this with the light. And it does sort of loops around because they have like 5 lights along the billboard top, and it just kind of shines down. And that's why I thought of billboards in the first place, And this just looks, in my opinion, better than this completely lit up one. So yeah. That is your lighting tips and tricks. Now, I'm going to show you, I got the sea pickle arrow, sea pickles, because they're a great addition. You can really light up underwater with them. Yeah, here we are. Anyway, can you load? Anyway, you can actually see the jack-o'-lanterns that I've put down here under these carpets right here. Oh, well, now I gotta go get a carpet. There we go. Anyway, I have jack-o'-lanterns under these carpets. Pooper man. Okay, well anyway. Yeah, so I have jack-o'-lanterns on the carpets. And I have sea pickles or whatever. Oh, okay. Did that work? Anyway. Set time to midnight. Yeah. Okay, anyway. This is not loading, Oh no, I destroyed my grass. Anyway. So as you can see, I've actually, look, there's a sea pickle under here. You can actually put, lily pads on top. I didn't know that. But I have not used any sea pickles higher than 2, okay? I have not used any 3. I have not used any 4. I've used 1s and 2s to light up this entire thing. And just this subtle lighting, makes it feel a lot better, It doesn't make it feel like it's completely lit up like over here. Even if this was concealed lighting, it would still be super lit up, and it wouldn't feel like nighttime. So this just makes it feel a lot more like nighttime and peaceful, and when it's daytime, you can't even see the lights. And yeah, that's why I prefer this to that over there. And also because that has torches all over it. But there you have it. I've made a video on how to make some good lighting. So go out there, light up your builds a bit better, remove all those torches, and put in some sea lanterns, put in some sea pickles, put in some fire torches, but don't burn anything down, okay? And yeah, start integrating stuff into your builds, your modern or futuristic builds or whatever. And yeah, I'll see you later.